Good morning, afternoon, and evening to everybody watching this video now or in the future. Guys, today we're going to be looking at a definitive list of chips, a definitive chips tier list according to tiermaker.com. I found this one. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So we have 97 different chips down here that we're going to be going through. I have not had these all, so I do have a haven't had tier at the bottom. And then I took out the D tier because I feel like with a lot of foods, it's like it's either average, and if you don't like it, it's probably F tier, right? So we have S through F, no D though, and then I haven't had at the bottom. Let's go ahead and start. Cape Cod Original. I've had these, and I think they're good. I think they're a solid B tier chip, nice and solid chip. The Kettle cooked. That's what I'm trying to say here. The Kettle is a very nice touch. A lot of these Kettle chips are going to be higher just because they're Kettle cooked. I really like Kettle cooked chips. Next, we have Crunchy Cheetos. I think Crunchy Cheetos are a C tier. I think that, they're a solid snack, but I feel like there's just almost any other kind of Cheetos would be better, in my opinion. So that's a C tier for me. Cheetos Flaming Hot Puff. So some of these I haven't had, but I can imagine exactly how I'd like them because I've had maybe another chip of the same flavor. And I'll kind of get to those as I do. But for example, I've never had Flaming Hot Puffs, but I've had most other kinds of Flaming Hot Cheetos, and I like Cheeto Puffs. So that'd be a B tier for me. Flaming Hot Cheetos, B tier here. The classic Flaming Hot, can't go wrong with that. Next, we have, I think this is the Flaming Hot, but with, oh no, it's not. This is the Flaming Hot with jalapeno, right? It's a little hard for me to read these. Also B tier, it's good. Flaming Hot with the limon, with lime, is going to be an A tier for me. I think that just adds something to the Flaming Hot Cheetos, bringing it up a notch. Or is that an S tier? Is that an S tier? I think that's an S tier, and I think I'm going to put regular Flaming Hot Cheetos in A tier. I think the Puffs, the reason being, with regular Flaming Hot Cheetos, you can actually put them in things, which is the case with a lot of chips, but I think you see that more often than with these other styles of Flaming Hot. And they tried to do that at KFC with regular Cheetos, and it was terrible. They put it in a sandwich. So that's reasserts my opinion that this is down here in C. All right, Cheeto Puffs. B tier, good. Doesn't offend me. Twisted Puffs are the same thing, just different shape. Which ones are these? Cheetos, Flaming Hot. How are these different? I don't know how these are different. They might be a little hotter. I think I'm going to put them here next to the regular ones. Chipotle Ranch, I think I'd like that. I actually have not had these. But I can pretty much assume how they taste compared to these other ones. And I like Chipotle and Ranch. So at the very least, it's going to be a B. I'll have the B tier to start off with. I'm a fan of Cheetos, but some of them are definitely better than others. All right, Chex Mix. Probably an F tier. It's like, they're very plain. It's not like I don't like them. They're fine. But it's just not going to be my pick over almost anything else on this list. So, there we go. Doritos Blaze is a C tier for me. They're fine. They're good. They're hot Doritos, but I don't think they're as flavorful. It's just kind of hot. They're not as flavorful as I would like. Doritos Cool Ranch, I'm not a huge fan of. I know some people swear by Cool Ranch, but Cool Ranch is just not my favorite chip. It's fine, though. It's average. The Doritos Dynamite, or is that Dinamantida? Okay, I butchered that. I apologize. But the Doritos Dynamite, essentially, there's a spice of lime in there that I think really, really helps it out. But I'm not a huge fan of the shape of these ones. They're like these little taquito roll styles, and I feel like that makes they're difficult to eat because you get so much flavor in each bite, and they're so heavy. Not obviously physically heavy, but I just feel like they're not as light as other chips that you would like them to be. I don't know if I'm explaining that well. Flamas B tier. They taste good, but they're a little too hot. Again, a lack of flavor. The Flaming Limon or the Flaming Hot Lime, I don't think has that problem though. I think the lime really adds to it there. Regular nacho cheese Doritos are one of my favorites. Not much to say here. I know some people are going to kill me for putting nacho cheese ahead of Cool Ranch, but what can I say? I'm a big fan of the nacho cheese flavor. Salsa verde, it's good. It is good. Is it B tier? I would rather have salsa verde than Cool Ranch, so I guess we got to put that in B tier. Spicy nacho is an S tier for me. That's one of my favorite types of Doritos. I feel like it's just spicy enough to have that flavor, but you can still taste the cheese and all that. Good chip for me. I'm not a huge fan of the spicy chili Doritos. Not a big fan of those. Norm, I'm a big fan of the Doritos taco flavor, but I'll put it in C tier. They're not horrible. Next here we have Fritos. I'm not a huge fan of Fritos, like in general. So if you're a big Fritos person, this might upset you. I apologize. Chili cheese, not going to do it. C tier for the regulars here, and flavor twist honey barbecue. I'm going to be fair and say I haven't had those. So I don't want to rank those. I haven't had those. I've tried these two, and that's where I put them. Flaming Hot Funyuns. I think we got to put that in S tier. Flaming Hot Funyuns are fantastic, and regular Funyuns are very good. So different from other chips. Got that onion flavor, right? Those easy to put up high. Next, we have the Hawaiian brand chips. And I'll be honest, guys, I have not had these Hawaiian brand chips. I want to say that I would love. I'm pretty sure I can confidently put like the jalapeno one pretty high, but that's jalapeno. Sorry, we have mango habanero, sweet my onion. I haven't had these though, so I can't be fair to them by putting them somewhere. Next, we have the Kettle cooked chips. I'm actually going to start these off with the jalapeno. I think the jalapeno ones are an A tier, and I think the peppercini ones are an S tier. Those are both fantastic. The Kettle texture and everything is just great. I have not. Have I had these? The backyard barbecue. I think I have actually. They're good. Nice barbecue chip. Sea salt's also good. Nice sea salt chip. Sea salt and vinegar. I am not a fan of salt and vinegar chips. I just can't do it. But in my opinion, that's an F tier chip. Salt and vinegar, just can't do it. I know some people swear by salt and vinegar. It's their favorite thing in the world. The smell alone is enough to make me not want to eat. So not very high on that. Next, we have baked chips, or a couple baked chips, and these are kind of mixed in here. I'm not a big fan of the baked chips. Some are better than others, but the flavor, the consistency is just not that great. So if you're going to have a baked chip, I would not have a regular one. I would have either the barbecue or the sour cream and onion. So both of those are C tier for me. Next, we have regular barbecue Lay's. Is it good? It's good, solid kind of Lay's. Regular Lay's, classic, B tier. It's good. Flaming Hot Lay's I'd also put here. They're good, but I think I'd rather have Flaming Hot Cheetos or most kinds of hot Doritos. Lay's ketchup. I haven't had this, but I'm offended that this is even a thing, and I'm going to put it in F tier because that sounds gross. And I apologize if somebody out there swears by it. Let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll try it. But yeah, I'm going to put that in F tier for now. Kettle cooked flaming hot. This sounds amazing, but I've not had it. I would like to try it, though. The Lay's Kettle cooked jalapeno, in my opinion, very similar to the Kettle brand jalapeno. I'm going to put those next to each other. Very good. Regular Kettle cooked, very good. What is this? Salt and vinegar. Nope. Cannot do salt and vinegar. Limon's good. Dill pickle, I'm offended that that's a thing. Salt and vinegar, no. Sour cream and onion. It's a B tier. Solid B tier chip. Southern hot barbecue is good. It's a good chip. Up here with barbecue. All right. So we've gotten through most of, I guess we still have more Lay's to do. We have the Lay's Stacks now. Stacks barbecue. I mean, I guess I'm going to put them in the same spot, right? The flavor is the same. All right. And then we have a late wavy. There is way too many. I actually got to put these up here. All right. So with all those Lays, we see most of the barbecue ones got up here into the A tier. I'm a big fan of those, as well as the jalapeno flavors. The Cool Ranch wavy Lays are great. Those are an A tier chip for me. Regular Lays, lemon Lays, flaming hot Lays. These all ended up in the B tier. I think they're really good chips, but not my favorite. And then the dill pickle and salt and vinegar ended up in F tier. Not a fan of those. I'm offended that some of them even exist. Miss Vicky's. I have not had Miss Vicky's. Though I think I know where I would put the salt and vinegar. So we'll just save that one. All right, now we're going to get into some tortilla chips. I'm not very picky with my tortilla chips, so most of these are, I'm going to give you a spoiler, are going to end up in the middle. But let's see. Let's see what we do. We have Mission Tortilla Rounds. So Mission chips, we have the tortillas and the rounds. I know some people prefer like the triangle for dipping, and I get that, but I don't really have a preference. So both of those are going to be in the B tier. They don't do anything to like, shoot off those lists for me. I think that I don't really eat tortilla chips just by themselves. I always eat them with salsa or with something. Whereas these A and S tier chips, I can eat them just by themselves, and I look forward to eating them by themselves. Tortilla chips or regular tortilla chips, not as much. Munchies Cheese Fix. Ooh, okay. So similar thing here to Chex Mix, right? Like, I like them better because there's more flavor. But just the combination of all this different stuff, I'm not a big fan. I know some people swear by things like trail mix, but I'm just not a big fan of all this different stuff together. I feel like it dilutes the flavor, and it just, especially if you let it sit for a bit, you eat it a little bit here and there. I feel like it gets mixed up and just isn't as good. Pop chips. Pop chips are good. Nothing wrong with pop chips. All three of these kinds. I don't have much to say about them. They're good. I think they're healthier than regular chips. I might be wrong about that. But yeah, they're all good. They're pretty light and yeah, taste good. Sorry guys, not much to add there. Popcorners. I have not had these. I'm assuming this is a tortilla version of pop chips. I have not had them. All right, now we have the Pringle gauntlet coming up here. We're going to have to see where we put these. And I'm going to see if I can even read some of these. Some of these are pretty small. All right. Starting off, I can read this one, though. Barbecue. Pringles barbecue. It's an A tier chip. It's pretty good. Pringles cheddar cheese. That's C tier. I think the cheddar is really strong on it. It's good, but I can't eat a lot of them. I kind of feel gross after eating too many. I am skipping around a little bit because I can't read them all. Pringles original here. I think Pringles original are good. B tier. Yeah, they belong in the same one as Lay's. Pringles salt and vinegar, no. Pringles wavy jalapeno, that's an A tier. Pringles wavy barbecue, I believe this is. It's an A tier. I'm a big fan of the Pringles wavy. Pringles pizza, B tier. It's good, but I feel like the flavor is overpowering sometimes. I have not had this. I think this is jalapeno, so I'm going to say it's jalapeno. And if it's not jalapeno, I apologize. It's B tier for me. And I cannot read these last two. Let me do a quick... let me see if I can figure out what these are quickly here. So that was cheddar cheese. Oh, is that loaded? Is this loaded? No, it's not loaded. Oh, this is Buffalo Ranch. This first one is Buffalo Ranch. I actually have had that, and it's very good. Glad I looked this up. What's the next one here? It says new, so maybe it's a newer flavor. Is this beef fajita? I'm just going to put haven't had, because I don't think I've had it, whatever it is. All right, next we have Ruffles. I have not had Ruffles baked. I imagine they'd be a similar thing as Lay's baked, though. Ruffles cheddar cheese are very good. I'm a fan. And Ruffles regular, I think, is an A tier. If there's a regular chip I would like to have, is Ruffles regular. I think those are better than Lay's, even though them and like Wavy Lay's are like basically the same thing. Ooh, do I put Wavy Lay's up here? I would rather have Wavy Lay's than classic Lay's. I'll leave it like that. Sabritos are very good. A tier. Nice chili and lime flavor. Santana's are good. Not very picky with my tortilla chips, like I said, guys. So our B tier is kind of filling up with them a little bit here. I am not the biggest fan of some chips. I think they're just a little boring. They're if I'm remembering the right chips, it's been a while since I've eaten them. They're a little harder to bite than regular chips. Not that they're difficult, but they have more of a texture to them. And I'm just not really a fan of them. So by flavor here, we have French onion. That's a C. We have garden salsa. Not a big fan of that. Original, nah. And then the cheddar. Put up there. Next, we have Takis. I noticed they don't have the blue flame Takis. That was the most recent Takis flavor I ate. So, yeah. Takis are good, but the more of them you eat, the worse of them you feel about yourself is at least how I would describe it. So, a similar thing here to the... Where did I put earlier? The Doritos. Yeah, the Doritos Dynamite. Takis are a similar thing to that. So, I'm going to put... these up here, these up here, and these up here. So a little boring, but all the Takis I think are B tier. Good chips, but I think I would rather have anything in the A tier over them. TGI Fridays potato skins. These are an A tier chip. Very good. Usually pretty expensive though, and sometimes hard to find. And next we're rounding out with Tostitos. Tostitos with guacamole flavor. Good chip. Tostitos with lime. Good chip. So this is what makes the tortilla chips better for me, I feel like, is the flavor. Tostitos scoops. It's whatever. I don't think the scoop adds much. I think it actually makes it harder to scoop stuff out sometimes. Tostitos spicy queso. Good. Are we done already? Next we have our Chester's fries. These are going to be in the A or S tier. Definitely at least A. I think they're better than Flamin' Hot Cheetos, though, so I'm going to actually put these in S tier. These are some of my favorites. All right. So 97 types of chips ranked here, guys. Thank you for sticking with me here. I'm not going to read through all these, but it looks like our S tier ended up being Flamin' Hot Lime Cheetos, Spicy Nacho Doritos, Flamin' Hot Funyuns, Peppercini Kettle Chips, and Flaming Hot Chester Fries. So if you're not a big fan of spicy chips, your list would probably look a lot different from mine. I know some people really like these ones I put in the F tier. So Chex Mix, Spicy Chili, Doritos, Chili Cheese Fritos, any salt and vinegar chip, regular baked Lay's, ketchup Lay's, dill pickle Lay's, Sunchip Garden Salsa, Sunchip Original. All right, those are the F tiers for me. And then I haven't had Hawaiian, Popcorner, or Miss Vicky's chips. Actually, I think I did have Miss Vicky's once, but I just don't remember it well enough to give it a fair ranking. Nor have I had these other ones. So that is my rankings, guys. If you agree with where I put stuff, if you agreed with my analysis on this video, go ahead and give me a like on the video. If you disagree, if you think I did a bad job or heavily disagree with anything, go ahead and give me a dislike on the video. I will not take offense. And then if you have a comment for me or a suggestion for a future video, feel free to let me know in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more tier lists like it, make sure you subscribe. I'll be releasing a video every day at noon for the foreseeable future. That's the plan right now. So without further ado, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. This has been the guy that makes random tier lists, signing off.